So last but not least, we have Mr. Umar Siddiqui, who's the chairman and CEO and a global entrepreneur, social reformist, and educationalist. He is the managing director of Global Pact Holdings, which specializes in business and technology management. He has managed large software designs and development teams for some Fortune 500 companies. He is currently the president of the prestigious Anti-Corruption Academy and also founder of the think tank foundation named Idea of India. He is an outstanding public speaker and has been interviewed by many media such as BBC, CNN, and we are lucky to have him join us today. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Zainab. Thanks a lot. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Namaskar, adab. Good evening to everyone who has joined from India, and good morning and good afternoon to our friends, brothers, and sisters from Europe and United States. It's a privilege, it's a pleasure, and I'm thankful to Wise Institute, Dr. Unsal, and all our esteemed colleague, my dearest brother, Dr. Mufazzal, and all our esteemed colleagues and co-panelists here, that we all have gathered here for a very, very important, it's, I should not say as a topic, it's, I think, the biggest issue in our life at the moment after our bread and butter. Because every day we get up, we find something on our mobile which is completely diluting our energy, our passion, our vision, our understanding, our brotherhood, and it is sucking our energy. And I think the biggest misuse of religion is happening at the moment in the world. And we all are responsible for it. We all are responsible for it. I think somewhere we are not able to convey the message of peace, brotherhood, rahmat, afiyat, barakat of different religions to each other. I think we are not able to. We have failed as a society. We have failed as nations. We have failed as countries. We have failed as governments to bring peace and coexistence. And it is the time that if we want to live, as Mr. Satyamurthy mentioned, that, like, if we want to make this world a beautiful place, we want to make this world a safer place, if we want to make this world a happy place, then, as my dearest brother, Mr. SM Khan Sahab, has just mentioned, that it has to be taken as a movement. It has to be taken as a mission. It should be as important for us as we strive for our daily bread and butter, and we strive for our entrepreneurship, and we strive for our employment, and we strive for our daily routine. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very, very important aspect, because some of the negative forces all across the religion, when I say negative forces, fringe elements, extremists, all across the religions, whether it is in the name of Islam, whether in the name of Hinduism, whether in the name of Christianity, or even in the name of Judaism. I think the way they are taking up and they have hijacked the religion, it is our failure that 99% of the peaceful community all across the world, they are not able to basically combat this extremism. They are not able to combat this terrorism. They are not able to combat this fringe element. So it is the time that we must evaluate ourselves. It's a time of introspection. It's a time we must deliberate, and we should join forces within ourselves, within civil society, all across the world. And also we must talk with our governments, with our people, in our bureaucracy, in our political sphere, that anything can exist in this world except hatred, except extremism. And why we are allowing people to do it? The way social media, it's the way it's behaving, the way social media is getting used by fringe elements and extremists to propagate their hatred, to propagate their agenda. Why we are allowing them? And how come the organizations like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all these organizations, they are blocking the messages, that is against their policy. Like if someone is like going here and there, they are blocking the messages, but at the same time, they are not blocking the hatred. They are not blocking the extremism. They are not blocking the fringe elements. There is a study that between 2019 to 2021, almost 3 million hate tweets have been posted on Twitter. Almost 3 million, 2.8 million posts have been posted on Twitter. And then again, there is a study that only 15% of those messages have been removed by Twitter. Any message of peace, any message of understanding, any message of dialogue, any message of deliberation, when someone is trying to put forward his mindset, his understanding about a particular subject, there is a fringe element which is coming from, like, somewhere, whether you are Muslim, in the name of a Muslim, or in the name of a Hindu, or in the name of a Christian, or anyone is coming up. And he or she is just attacking the system, and we don't have any control on that. Is this the religion? This is the extremism? What our schools are doing, what our colleges are doing, what our universities are doing. Are we able to extend our services as an institution to combat this whole situation? Where is our parenting? Where is our parenting? I am asking to each father and each mother all across the world, but where is our parenting? How can you hate someone on the basis of religion? How can you, like inculcate poison in your kids in the name of a religion, in the name of a lifestyle, in the name of a spirituality? Religion leads to spirituality. It's your relationship with your Almighty, with your Creator, with your Bhagwan, with your Ishwar. How can you do it? So even schools have failed miserably. I think the three institutions, they have to play a pivotal role. Parenting at the initial level, if you inculcate the brotherhood, if you inculcate peace, if you inculcate the right directions in your child, if you inculcate the respect for each religion in your child, he can never turn into a fringe element. It is my challenge to anyone that if that bringing is happening, if that printing is happening, it is not going to basically, like make a child a fringe element, an extremist. No, it will not happen. Immediately after parenting, the role of an institution, whether it is a school or it's a college or a university or a madrasa or a dharamshala, the role of that particular institution, and I will take even mosque and mandirs and churches also as an institution of learning, they have to inculcate brotherhood. They have to inculcate peace. They have to give the message of they have to follow, a balancing act, because that is closer to piousness. They have to play that role. They have to inculcate the values of Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Lord Rama, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Jesus Christ, Nelson Mandela. Why we are not inculcating those things? What a powerful personalities! The whole world is following them. We are bowing down in front of these extremists, these fringe elements. Couple of them, not even 0.01%, they are dictating their terms on us. No, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, it's a time we must act. And the third institution is the government. They must impose strict regulations, because communalism, extremism, hatred, it leads to terrorism. Religion can't take you to terrorism. No, I don't agree with this thing. If a Hindu is there who is visiting a mandir every day, who is reading Veda, who is reading Ramayana, and a Muslim who is reading Quran every day, the tafsir of Quran, praying 5 times a day, has got the best of the upbringing, He can't turn into a fringe element. It's impossible. The whole thing which is happening, the ecosystem, what has been created by media, a section of the media, the digital, platforms, which has added fuel into this whole situation, that the time has come that the parenting, the institutional upbringing, the role of an institution and a school is very important. And the time has come when governments must realize that they can be here, they can be there, on irrespective of their ideologies, they have to act now to stop this entire hatred, fringe elements, and extremism through the digital media platform, through channels, through YouTube, through Insta, through all these things. And I think we are, on behalf of ID of India, I extend my all cooperation and support to WISE Institute and to other institutes all across the world and India, that we must basically take up this thing as a part of our life, as a duty of our life, and as a responsibility of our life. उनका जो फर्ज है वो अहले सियासत जाने. This is a famous couplet which I will explain. उनका जो फर्ज है वो अहले सियासत जाने, मेरा पैगाम मोहब्बत है जहां तक पहुंचे. Whatever responsibility and accountability a politician has, he should do that. My message is a message of peace and love, and it should go to all corners of the world. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I would like to thank all of the speakers that joined us today for their wonderful introductory remarks.